Look who's coming up behind me. How are you doing?
Okay.
Ready to keep trekking? Just a few more miles?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We're nearing the end of our leg and the end of this trek. And then we'll get to eat real food and maybe sleep in a real bed. I don't know. We'll see. After 45 miles, I had to chuckle because when we got to the very first site that we were supposed to camp with the revised schedule and plan, Dragonfly says, "It's too early to camp." So on we went. Well, she has blown this plan all apart, and we've been averaging about 12 miles a day. We're in now, what did I say, 45 miles? So we have 1.2 more to go to Elk Lake, and that's our terminus. From there, we're going to take a big 0 day. In hiking terminology, that means no miles. Except our 0 will be, I don't know, a long time. Well, it'll be a long time for this trail. So that's going to be it for us. So anyway, briefly, how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. My feet are tired, but then my feet are always tired and achy. If it wasn't for my bad feet,
You would have enjoyed the hike?
It just would have been more pleasurable. It's been great.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us, I mean, I've talked on several occasions, but why don't you describe what the average evening is like once we have made our way 12 miles, 9 hours, and we're sweaty and we're stinky and we're more or less exhausted. What happens when we get to the lake that we've decided we would try to camp?
Well, the first thing we do is we try to find a spot for the night that's relatively level, close to a good water source, which we've been lucky enough to find. And then we drop our packs and we rummage through our travel bags for soap, a towel, camp shoes, and our base layers, and we hop into that freezing cold water.
It's been pretty frigid.
We get cooled off, we get all the dust off, and it really, it's cold when you get in, but boy, when you get out, you feel so refreshed. And then while Daddy is pitching our tent, I'm busy boiling water and sifting through our food bags for dinner, whatever snacks we're gonna have. And then we enjoy our dinner out of our little pouches, which surprisingly all of them have been pretty darn good.
I know, I usually describe them as tasteless, but they're really pretty good.
They've been good.
Especially at the end of the day, right?
Right, and we have our coffee, and then we put everything away and get our everything that goes into the tent thrown into the tent. We get our pads blown up, we get our puffies and our quilts out, and then we stuff our pillows with everything we can find, from dirty socks, dirty underwear, stinky shirts, puffy, headbands, whatever we can find. And we get that stuffed, and then Daddy puts on some soft music to start getting us in the mood to start slowing down for the day. And then we get out everything that we're going to need for the next morning, and we take any sleepy pills if we need any.
Yeah, baby.
Last minute potty breaks. And then Daddy gets our water filled up for the next day, and we roll over. 7:30, man, we're ready to call it a night. We roll over until we just finally drift off to sleep.
And then it all begins at 5:45 a.m. Well, we are at the resort, porta potties, a huge lake, and we'll see if they have a place for us to sleep, maybe on the ground.